coming in from Karnataka. Trouble continues to mount for the Congress in the state. SR Patil and a group of Congress leaders from Bagalkot who've been fuming after they weren't given a ticket are now having meetings and they're mulling contesting independently. So trouble mounting for the Congress over ticket distribution in poll-bound Karnataka. We're learning that there are a couple of Congress leaders, the likes of SR Patil, along with him some others from Bagalkot, who are very unhappy after the Congress came out with two lists of candidates ahead of Karnataka elections in the state, and they want to, rather than now mulling over contesting independently. Deepak joining us with more details. We're also being told, Deepak, that these meetings were led by Devraj Patil and also Basav Prabhu Patil. What more can you tell us about these meetings? What was perhaps discussed and what may happen in hours to come, given that there is certainly a discontent over ticket distribution in Congress?
Yes, this is the biggest concern for the Congress party about how they will in fact quell the dissidence that's going to come in because of the factionalism that has existed. But the Congress, of course, has somehow managed to quell that dissidence over the last, at least a few weeks, especially the factionalism between Mr. D.K. Shivkumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah. Here, when we hear Mr. Devraj Patil, he's in fact spoken to the media quite openly and says that it is because of Siddaramaiah that, he's been denied a ticket, and a person who's been contesting multiple times there, despite the party president, despite the AICC president recommending that new faces be given an opportunity. Siddaramaiah had a final say, and all of these leaders, especially from Bagalkot, be it Bagalkot city, be it Bilgi, SR Patil, of course, has been a very veteran leader of the Congress party. He too seems irked that none of his recommendations have been taken into consideration. Right now, we've been told that all of these leaders, of course, that they will probably go independent a few days ago. Today a meeting has been held under the name Swabhimana leaders, and they are now contemplating that they will contest independently. And if they do that, what sort of a dent will it be for the Congress party, because they take away a sizable chunk of the Karyakartas with them as well. Behind me you're also looking at yet another protest that of course has been happening now outside the Congress office. Even as the working president came here, a memorandum was submitted to him and requests were made, and here too they are demanding a ticket for a person from CV Raman Nagar. So, these sort of issues, especially, hitting the streets in protest, whether that's going to do any good for the Congress party is a question that comes up.
All right. And as far as the ticket distribution is concerned, we've been learning since the very beginning that, there are several players within the Congress who are not on the same page. You're just telling us that Devraj Patil, in that sense, an aspirant from Bagalkot city, has openly blamed Siddaramaiah for the situation. How is the top brass, the party command, dealing with this entire situation? Because remember, it's less than a month to go for the 10th of May, and there is certainly an open rift within the Congress. Already there's a leadership tussle that the Congress is trying to really work on, given that this is certainly a very crucial election for both the Congress and the JDS.
Yes, and quelling this sort of dissidence will be very important. Now, to take you through what's happening in Bagalkot, in Bilgi, GT Patil has been given a ticket by the Congress, whereas SR Patil and Basav Prabhu Patil have been irked because of this. There's Mudhol constituency as well, where a person named Satish Bandevadar is completely irritated with the fact that his requests have not been paid attention to. There's Devraj Patil, of course, we've just been referring to him, who's now openly made a statement against Siddaramaiah. So this is something that the Congress will face even more when the next list comes out, and that's where the BJP is looking to cash in. But the Congress, of course, is also taking the charge on the BJP now that they are not able to really even put out a list of the candidates. But these sort of protests hitting the Congress office, making public statements against the leader could really dent the hopes for the
Several of them now have taken to the streets to in fact express their discontent as far as the ticket distribution on part of the senior leadership is concerned. Thank you, Deepak, for joining us with all those details. We continue to